Are you ready to awaken, heal, and align with your highest self? I'm Heather Len, founder of Heart Alchemy Wellness, a spiritual life coach, certified Ayurvedic nutritionist, QHHT practitioner, and 300-hour YTT yoga instructor. I've dedicated my journey to guiding others through deep transformations through shadow work and energetic healing. Through Chakra Wave Tuning and trauma-informed sound therapy, I help you unlock your inner wisdom, balance your energy, and step into your true power. Whether through one-on-one sessions or through our immersive retreats, I'm here to support your path to wholeness. Join me on this journey of self-discovery and healing. It's time to reclaim your power, awaken your heart, and step into the life you were meant to live. Grand day, lovers! Woo! Heather Len here with Heart Alchemy Wellness. Thank you, and welcome to Daily Heart Alchemy with Heather Len. For those that know me, you know that we vibe, rock out every day, every morning as we begin our day, and today is we're not exempt. And what a better day on this fine Thursday morning than to talk about what's upcoming this weekend. Now, first and foremost, I just want to make a brief announcement about my summer sale where you can purchase a single session, 5 sessions, or 5 sessions of cupping, hot stone massage, chakra wave tuning. All of my modalities are on sale this summer. Want to book? Here's the book now link. Would love to have you as a new client and help assist you on your healing journey. If you're ready, let's do it. All right, so this month we have Astrology 102 on Saturday. We have the Vibe Tribe in Sharonville on Sunday. 6/28 through 6/29, we have Lake Hope Retreat, which is our ascending our roots retreat. Finally, yay, can't wait. July, we have the Veterans Retreat on the 13th and 14th. And Frequency 1 Fest is July 25th through 27th. And I do not have the July Reiki share on here yet. I will get that added on there. And there's another event that we have added as of this week. So, all right, let's dive right into the vibe. Let's go ahead and just cleanse the energy space.
If your spirit's craving stillness and new adventures, you're in the right place. Lake Hope is calling. Will you answer? Announcing Ascending with Our Roots is moving to a new, upgraded retreat site right in the heart of Zaleski State Forest at Lake Hope, Ohio. Just 20 minutes from Hocking Hills, you'll camp beneath the trees, surrounded by tranquility and nature's beauty. We're offering the same powerful flow shops you love, plus new experiences. Explore the in-campground nature center, meet gentle reptiles, and soak up peaceful lake views. Your 2-day outdoor adventure includes plant-based picnic-style meals, elemental meditation hikes, cacao and shamanic opening, fire and flow arts, biofield tuning, yoga and hooping, all led by our dedicated facilitators. Tickets are just $55 for 1 day, or $99 for both. Spots fill up fast, so scan the QR code or visit lee.sten. /sacredlightretreats to register. Questions? Text Marcus Christo at 513-238-5580. See you at Lake Hope.
I don't have any sound, so we're just going to use some Palo Santo. Let's get this all cleansed. Okay, so let's go ahead and cleanse our energy space with all the beautiful energy. Dive right into the energy update. Ooh, my throat chakra is like, get it, girl. All right, today we are using actually, we're not using the Secret Oracle. Today we are using Karma Angels. Why? Because we've been learning about the 12 laws of karma, baby. Yes, yes. How do our actions create the reality that we live? All right, so this is Karma Angels. Let me bring it in. There we go. All right, let's see what the energy is. Oh, well, it's that one. The other ones fell out after. So it's 29 Shivakian. Ooh, and it looks like it's pouring. Okay, let's just see. It says it's number 29, which is 11. And the message for today: Shivakian, rallying reconciliation. This angel brings peace and inner unity and asks us to reconcile ourselves to others' opinions. We should find the middle way at this time. Many of the angels have a corresponding verse in the Bible, which can be recited if you wish to draw angel closer to you. In the case of Shivakian in Psalms 116:1, I love the Lord because he has heard my voice and my supplications. In more general sense, you attract this angel and his voice in this reading to pour oil onto troubled water. The challenge is finding the solution that works for everyone. The lesson, the line at least resistance is often best for all. So it's reminding us to bring reconciliation into all facets of our life, which makes sense with this energy that we're experiencing. And we're actually having a new moon in Cancer, which is asking a lot of us to release the old baggage so that we can bring in new counterparts. Because guess what, babies? This is the new energy. Ooh. And then next month, I finally start getting some positive alignments in my natal chart, which I'm super excited about. So, hey. All right, let's go ahead and dive right into today's lesson. And we have already been working on several of the laws of karma. So we have already discussed half of them. So law of cause and effect, which is the number one great law, right? Says every action has a reaction, and our thoughts and words create ripples. Oh my gosh. This is Gene Key 50. Oh my gosh, to the T. Holy smokes. As above, so below. Law of creation. We are just passive recipients of life where we are participating in creating our reality. We need to be proactive in pursuing our goals and surround ourselves with what we desire. Why do you think I go on every day? Because I desire a wellness center. I desire to help the collective. I desire to have my life's purpose be helping the collective by speaking my truth through my trials and tribulations and the skills, tricks, hacks that I personally have gathered along the way. And that's a part of my actual life's purpose as a Gene Key 59. I have that mug twice, and my there are 5 of them in your pearl sequence, and I have 2 of them that are 59, which is transmutation. So I have to be very careful. Law of humility. Acceptance is the presence is crucial for change. We must accept things as they are before we can effectively change them. And I kept actually pulling this card in December, reminding me of humility and compassion. And the laws of karma has been really hitting me hard because I'm being asked to clean out everything that's not serving me. Like everything. You are too. But my life's purpose is asking me to clean house and my relationship house, my one-on-ones, quit overgiving in both my one-on-ones and at work, and show up as who I really am and give from the whole facet of me, right? Law of growth. Why? Because I started to grow from within, and we have the power to change our outer selves and in turn influence the environment. Law of responsibility. We're responsible for everything in our lives, including the less desirable aspects. Taking ownership creates freedom and progress. And this is where I've been the past, year, is taking a responsibility of the very first law. Okay? This has been my journey through and through. Now I'm looking for the law of connection. This is where we're at today. Everything and everyone is interconnected, and our actions affect others and the world around us. All right, so everything is interconnected. And the one thing that I've learned about every person that I have come across has been a part of my natal design. Yeah, through my human design, my astrology, let's be real, there's some people, you just cannot take the big fatty eraser out and just try to erase them out of your life and just say, hey, let's go over here. I can validate that. There are cycles that have to be completed, which means certain lessons have to occur before there is really truth, honesty, and transparency of your own actions and behaviors that have genuinely led you there. And once you wind up facing the mirror, right? Because the soulmate is a mirror of you. So they're going to mirror back to you anything that is unhealed. And if both of you are unhealed or you're not divine counterparts, then what's going to happen is it's going to cause uneasiness, which you don't need that in a relationship because you're trying to build structure, foundation, love, compassion, and it's a building process. So everything is connected. And basically, the biggest thing that I'm going to remind you is if you are starting a new relationship or you are leaving a relationship, give yourself time to clean house. Do not take any excess baggage with you, because whatever you start the new foundation on is going to be exactly how it ends on. So if you guys are open with honest transparency and basically say, hey, we're on the growth path and we're not going to be vibing unless we grow together, then yeah, that is going to be something that you're going to want to work with and be honest about up front, because that's big. You guys are building something. Because for me, I can't just be building and playing pussyfoot with people no more. Period. I know that I have to have someone that has quality and loyalty and actually want to merge with me and learn me as much as I want to learn them. Some signs just aren't willing to do that, and you guys are actually incompatible. And what we don't realize is sometimes it's incompatibility, not love, that's the issue. All right? Give yourself grace. Give yourself space to grow. So, all right, let's dive right into our Qigong today, because that's really all I have to say about oneness is, everything, it goes back to we are all interconnected. And we have to rise above our own feelings and include the other as decisions are being made in order to end the cycle. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and do our Qigong. Qigong is just an Eastern modality where we just, Qi is energy, Gong is practice. It's just a quick energy practice. So we're going to start with clapping our hands 9 times. Take a deep breath in. Let's roar it out today. Ooh, that was a roar and a freaking cat. Lioness. That was just me just roaring my Leo North Node like roar. All right, and all my fellow North Noders that are Leo, hi. We all supposed to be making that pride. That it's not ego pride, it's the good pride. It's this shining our shining, you know, our gifts, our talents, and not being afraid to speak up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh-wee. And if you work out, you're going to have a lot of move. You know what I mean? Anytime you move your arms, you're going to have a little bit of stinging. Okay. But it also does let you know that there is stuff that's being processed. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, let's do our elbow creases. This is our ability to give and to receive love and to let go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take a deep breath in on that one. Because I've had let a lot of things go. I'm talking lifetimes of shit, guys. Like lifetimes. Like when I thought that I signed up for this shit, I thought I was just dealing with this lifetime. They're like, nope, boop. You got about 8 of them months you got to deal with. I'm like, oh, snap a phone. It's all good though. We're done with that. We're done with the whole seeking, you know, because I have the seeker gene key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm a 5-1, which means that I'm the investigator. I attract things to me to investigate it so that my gene key 50 can disrupt all the stuff and be like, I need synergy. And actually it's the maestro, I think is 50, because it's all about frequency and harmony and balance and being able to create harmony in any group relationship. And I'm like, I know I can. I'm like, what the hell is wrong? Like I can literally cohabitate with everyone, but this one soul is just like, we got a lot of learning to do. But forgiveness is key. And it's time to look for new opportunities. Each and every one of us, like even jobs, if there's a job that's not vibing with you, time to get rid of it. Because a lot of us are about to go into this Venus cycle up until August. And I think I have Jupiter from June to June next year helping me out. And I have June, I have that in my Virgo house. I'm like, yeah. Finally, some beautiful energy to work with. But I also know that I'm going to be tested, right? Because first is the test and the testimony. And I think, I don't know. We'll see. I have a feeling that I'm going to be tested in September. And my friend's going to come back and try to love bomb and act fake healed. And I'm just going to look and be like, yeah, I don't know about that. I've already had a premonition, so. And I've also was guided that this year is a repeat of last year, but I have different skills this year in order to be able to overcome. The thing is at the end of the day, I had to face myself. I was an asshole just as much as my friend. And until we can take accountability and responsibilities for our actions, because I carried a chip on my shoulder for years and really treated men poorly as far as the collective goes as men. And I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those women that I'm not gonna say probably, that did try to demasculate my spouse at a particular time in my life. And you know, it was more so when we were out of alignment and we were already supposed to go our separate ways. But I have Black Moon and Lilith and my Virgo house of communication, which means my words can cut. And when they would upset me, I knew that it cut them, and I knew what to say to cut them too. I was like, don't mess with me. But that didn't get me anywhere either, because as soon as I react, right? Because that's why I don't react anymore like that, is because as soon as I would, it would come right back to me. And how is that going to benefit me? Because if I'm hurting you, that's hurting me. And if you hurt me, that's hurting you. All right, let's do our feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, y'all. Well, I hope to see you guys Saturday. or Sunday this weekend for one of the retreats, or the astrology retreat or the Sharonville retreat. Would love to see you guys there. I'll see you guys Friday to wrap up the end of this week and see what the energy update is. I'll tell you what, I have this Mars, I think it's Mars conjunct or Mars square in my Mars, and I have this Pluto-Mars conjunction, and somehow it counteracts with my Cancer and Pluto, and this last 2 weeks, it's just been highlighting and hovering over things that I had been carrying for a long time, and I understand them. And people are like, well, you just gotta let that go. And I want to tell everyone, like they tell, like I hear from everyone else. Sometimes there are deeper layers that still need to be processed in order to fully heal. I had to go through lifetimes, and I actually started at the beginning and then had to go all the way to the very end to realize that even though he killed me all those lifetimes, the very last one, I finally got my revenge, and I felt like shit. And it hurt me, and it hurt my lineage moving forward. So that's a hard pill to swallow, is when you have to face your own pain and face, that an eye for an eye, first. And this was just how it was back then. You know what I mean? This is how evolution works. But when you have access to your conscious higher self and, your Akashic records, and you are able to fully see the patterns and who people are in your life, especially if they're important. Now, see, I wasn't always able to see Josh like that. And the reason why was because he was activating things inside of me. So really the process was really beautiful at the end. It was something that I had to go through. Was it easy? Hell to the no. And I wouldn't recommend that to anyone, because at the very end, the way that we were fighting, I just remember asking, like, am I even safe? Like, you say that I'm safe and you bring me in and you say that I'm welcome and you love me. And then the next minute, you look at me and with such disrespect and, animosity. I was like, I don't know, and this was like a couple days, like 2 or 3 days before I moved. And then, so forgive yourself. So here I was mad at him because I had seen a lifetime that I was unaware of, but that also led me to go back to the lifetime that was beyond that, which is where really the root of my problems ended and began. They made me look at where it began and where it ended prior to this life. And I have to honor, show reverence, make peace with, and not have any anger over any of these lifetimes in order to ascend this. Now, this is talking from someone that would see Fire Engine Red when I used to get pissed off when I was a kid. And I'm not kidding. I'd throw down with 3 or 4 people. I would fight guys. Yeah, you heard me. I was 13, 14 years old fighting men. Boys. We're going to call them boys. They ain't men yet. As an adult, I've gotten in the middle of things that I shouldn't have. And the reason why is because the memory of being a warrior and rising up and not being afraid and charging forward when action needs to be taken. But I also lost a facet of that when I re-engaged with Josh. So the beautiful thing is I got to see who I was, get to call back all the fragments of the, of all the, and forgive all the guilt, because we equally have done this. And I honor all my relationships. And this year I'm closing them. Like on the summer solstice, I am actually I'm all the chapters, I'm honoring them, and I'm going to have, it's going to be special and unique. And then I'm going to open the door to all the new opportunities. Now, does that mean I'm going to go rush out and date now? And to be honest, I've been preparing for this for a long time. So my soul says I am ready, but I also need a little bit of time to cool the edges a little bit. Because on my human design, I run hot. And my energy has been hot. That's why I've been kind of in my own little bubble, because I've been working on my vagus nerve, trying to get myself out of fight or flight. And another truth and transparency, my dogs were in fight or flight, and I've been giving them dog Reiki and working with their vagus nerves, trying to get them out of fight or flight, because these lifetimes that I was working through and the energy that I got myself into was thicker than a Snicker. And I remember one of the fights that we got into. I could remember, because I could see our Akashic records, and I could see that he was supposed to be surrendering, and that I could see him in his shadow, because I could see his astrology and I can see mine, and I could see the shit playing out, right? Like, we have the opportunity to be the best of fucking couples ever, but we have to get through the shit. And fear, if there's fear on either side, it's never gonna work. Because of the 4450 Illuminati gene key that we have to be real, raw, and authentic. If not, it ain't never gonna work. But if we could do that, which is what I was holding on to, right? Because a girl always has faith, right? Because that's my biggest thing, is I have the cross's spirit and my human design. I always have faith, right? Because I want to make it happen if I can. But I also have to understand that I can't control it. And other people have free will. That's why you don't be putting spells on people, trying to bind them to you, or anything that would interfere with anyone else's free will. Never, ever, 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 ever do that. That will definitely, anyone that does that, it causes harm and imbalances, and ultimately, I'm just going to be real, it usually comes back to the person that does it. We just talked about the oneness, the law, what goes around comes around, and we've been talking about this. All right, y'all, happy Thursday. We're gonna get through this. It's beautiful. And plus I lost another childhood friend, and it's just been walking the path of growth and knowing and watching people suffering, and it just I'm very honored to be a part of this change and understand why this change is necessary. So we're just going to leave it at that. So y'all have a blessed day. I hope to see you guys on Saturday or maybe Sunday. One love.
Daily Heart Alchemy, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern. YouTube, Sacred Light Broadcast Network. Facebook, Heather L. Thomas. Scan the QR code today to get started to book and browse services with Heather Lynn of Heart Alchemy Wellness.
Attention veterans, your next mission: healing and community in beautiful Loveland, Ohio. Imagine a place where nature's serenity meets powerful ancient healing practices. Welcome to the first ever Holistic Healing for Veterans Retreat, happening July 12th and 13th in Loveland, Ohio. This is not just any retreat. Hosted by Marcus Christolite of Sacred Light and co-hosted by former Marine Sergeant AJ Lardy, this 2-day outdoor camping experience is designed just for you. Alongside fellow Sacred community members Heather Lynn of Heart Alchemy Wellness, Lauren aka Peach, Katie Singing Eagle, and Niara, you'll dive deep into holistic shamanic level flow shops. Picture this: sound healing that calms your mind, shadow work that uncovers your true self, and subconscious reprogramming to help you rewire the brain from PTSD and trauma. All set in a beautiful, secluded, natural setting with a magical riverside. And it doesn't stop there. We'll provide clean, vibrant meals for all diets, ensuring you nourish your body as well as your spirit. Let's grow together as a community. bringing empowering healing to ourselves and our loved ones. Tickets are incredibly affordable. Just $33 for one day or $77 for the full 2 days. But remember, you must register first. Scan the QR code on the flyer or visit the site next to the code. Got questions? DM Marcus Crystallite directly at 513-238-5580. This is your chance to find peace, connect with fellow veterans, and embark on a journey of profound healing. One love.